Why? Don't you look beautiful? You going to the 49th floor too?
Shh. You'll get in trouble for talking.
Jordan Peele's Get Out film came out in 2017 and was a tremendous success. A sequel was never developed, and after seeing ANTEBELLUM, I can see why. Fellow movie buffs and horror addicts, it's your boy, your main man, if you will, Caped Informer, back again for a short analysis of the ANTEBELLUM film starring actress and recording artist Janelle Monáe. So, by the title of this video, I'm sure you can surmise my overall feelings about this film. I mean, it wasn't good. Sorry. And truth be told, I really wanted to like it too. But they clearly tried to outthink the room on this one, and well, the room won. So instead of a full-fledged review of ANTEBELLUM, I'm just gonna hit on some of the key points that aided in its failure. But I implore you all to tap on that subscribe button to keep up with all of my personal takes on your favorite TV shows and films. Alright, so for starters, we were promised a psychological thriller in this movie, but I'd argue it was anything but.
I know you. And I know that you are my only way out of here.
And it was definitely not a horror movie. Movies of this genre are praised for the way they make you think and see things from different perspectives, but this film generally was black and white for me. No pun intended. But honestly, instead of attacking my perception of the characters and set pieces, they just seemed more interested in traumatizing me with these depictions of slavery. And I'm not that person that doesn't believe slave films still have their place in cinema. However, this movie really brought nothing new or inquisitive to the conversation, which just kind of came off like irresponsible. A social justice message against white supremacy that didn't push the narrative or even try to push the narrative, in my opinion, almost sets us back, if anything. And while I don't think that was their intention, I do believe it's worth noting. And while there's nothing psychological or thrilling about seeing modern day black Americans trapped and being brutalized on a Civil War era slave plantation, there was plenty horror in the storytelling. I guess you call it more of a triggering thriller. The triggering. Alright, no, focus. But like I was saying, the storytelling, like, if it wasn't bad enough that the story itself, which is a hollow, barren mess of atrocities against black people, the way they chose to tell that story was just as bad. So ANTEBELLUM's story is non-linear. So basically the middle of the story was in the beginning and the middle, which revealed the huge twist, and then of course the end. So the format of the story itself wasn't the worst part, but each act just began to feel like an entirely different movie. The main character, Veronica, was almost a different person in each act as well, and it really began to feel like she didn't have much of an identity herself. Additionally, none of the characters really did. In the real world, she's this full-time boss mom, author, lecturer, humanitarian, you name it. And then she just happens to be the only person that was able to survive and escape the fake plantation while literally no one else could. And I'm not even like a stickler for like small plot holes or anything, but this was like a huge gaping pothole, bruh. Like, I was immediately checked out of the movie at this point. This didn't even scratch the surface of the questions ANTEBELLUM failed to answer. Mainly, how was an operation like this even remotely plausible? Why did so many of the captives seem to just accept their fate? Instead of answering these questions, the movie was honestly more concerned with shocking us with modern day slavery as a horror trope. No thanks. Guys, those are my thoughts on why ANTEBELLUM failed. However, if I had to take away something good, something positive, Janelle Monáe held her own on this. Well, I mean, she had to. But hopefully we can get her in a better, more cohesive psycho thriller soon, because I believe this is truly her genre. But don't be shy and leave me your thoughts on ANTEBELLUM in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next review.